Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you my winter curly hair routine. This is what it looks like when it's all finished. I live in New York and the winters here get super dry and it has a really big effect on my hair. This is the routine I've been using to combat it and make sure that my hair is always looking its best. So I just got out of the shower and I dried my hair with a t-shirt that I just found laying around, and that helps to lock in some of the moisture and not dry my hair out. I'm going to be using Head & Shoulders 2-in-1 Complete Scalp Care, and I use this because my hair and my scalp specifically gets really flaky sometimes and it tends to get a tad itchy, and I got some on my hand and it was just weird. It was really gross. Anyway, I'm going to use Renewing Argan Oil of Morocco conditioner. It's sulfate free, so it's really good for your hair, and it is really moisturizing, and I've been using it for years. I'm going to do this deep treatment hair mask from Shea Moisture, and I don't do this all the time. It's just recently my hair has kind of been going through the ringer. I did a hair show recently where it was color treated and there was a lot of heat on it, so I got a bit damaged, and adds to the fact that it's really dry now. It's around $13. I got it at Lucky's. It contains 3 different types of oils, so it's going to be really good and add a lot of nutrients to your hair. And it smells okay. I mean, it doesn't smell like roses or anything. It smells alright. I'm gonna add a pretty large amount and just keep adding as I need as I go along, because I really need this to cover all of my hair and I have a lot. It gets harder to apply it as time goes on and a lot of the water starts to leave my hair, so I'm just gonna spritz it again with my water bottle so that it'll be a lot smoother and it'll run through my hair a lot easier. It can get everywhere that it needs to go. I'm going to focus really on the back of my hair and on my ends, because that is usually the parts of my hair specifically that get a little thinner and a little more brittle, so I'll just make sure I'll add a decent amount on there. After that, I'm going to start wrapping it up into a tight bun so that it's just out of my way and it's all condensed into one area. I'm going to add more product on like my edges and the fronts of my hair. So recently I've been starting to break out a little bit on my cheeks, so what I decided to do was do a face mask while I'm doing my hair mask, and this one is from Innisfree. It's called the Super Volcanic Clay Mask, and it really works well. It really gets into my pores and cleans out my skin, and usually I see results literally the next day. My skin looks 1,000 times better. My problem is usually blackheads and my pores getting really clogged, so I use a lot of clay masks. So I'm finished, everything is done and applied, and then I got some on my nails and that was really gross. Anyway, I'm gonna wait 20 minutes, and 20 is probably gonna be like an hour because I get really distracted. Okay. So I'm back and I'm gonna wash the mask off of my face and off of my hair. After everything's gone, I'm gonna go back and use the same t-shirt that I talked about to dry my hair to make sure it's not like sopping wet with water. I'm gonna start kind of squeezing it and patting at it so that it'll soak up the water a lot faster and I don't have to keep it on for too long. So my first styling product that I'm going to use is Carol's Daughter Black Vanilla Hair Smoothie, and I like it because it's really thick. I'm running out, like that's like my last bit, but it's super thick and it really covers my hair and kind of leaves a base for it. It usually leaves my hair super moisturized and really hydrated. So I kind of section it off. I decided to rake it through the back and the bottom of my hair, and then I'm gonna go on to the top part of my hair, mostly because the top part of my hair and the front already the curls are defined, so they don't really need that much help. Then before I go any further, I'm just gonna part my hair, usually to one side, and I'm doing it now because honestly I forgot to do it earlier. I'm gonna smooth it down with my fingers because I like my part to be pretty clean, and I don't really like when it gets frizzy around the top area, which it usually does. The last product I'm going to use is Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls, and this stuff honestly just smells so friggin' good, like oh my god. And it really leaves my curls so soft. It's kind of like a gel, but it doesn't leave it with that gel feeling, like it's hard and there's kind of like a cast around it. Now I'm gonna finger twirl the sections of my hair that are more in my face, like my little bang area, and some others on the other side of my head, because I feel like they tend to really kind of puff up, especially that they're shorter than the rest of my hair. They tend to get really frizzy, and because these parts are right in front of my face, I'd just like for them to be a little neater because they tend to frame my face. You know, your face is the first thing people see. And now I just flip my hair over and I'm scrunching my hair because when I was putting the product in it, it kind of really pulled at it and straightened it out, and it lost a lot of its shape. The last and final step is to get my diffuser out, and it is by Revlon. It's a must for curly hair. You really shouldn't be drying your hair with anything else other than this and like air. I never put it on the hot setting, I only put it on the warm setting. There's a cool button also on the handle that I tend to press while I'm drying it, so it makes it even cooler. That way I really don't get heat damage, and I can really use my diffuser however many times I want without thoroughly damaging my hair. And while I'm drying, I'm going to be making the same motions that I did when I was scrunching my hair. So I'll bunch it all up into the diffuser, I'll hold it there for maybe a couple seconds so that it kind of scrunches it the same way I was doing with my hands, and it dries it at the same time. Without my diffuser, it takes hours upon hours for it to air dry, like literally the entire day, and I don't have time for that, especially in the winter. You don't want to be walking around with cold, wet hair, so it really does save me a lot of time. And voila! This is what my hair looks like when it's 90% like pretty much all dry. I'll start to take apart the little pieces that I twirled together because they've dried into little locks. So once I separate them, it makes them look a lot more natural, like I didn't just finger twirl it. So this is the finished product. My hair is super hydrated now. It is really bouncy. The curls are really defined. I washed this on day 6 hair, I believe, and that's another tip if you're really struggling with dry hair. You should really put it in buns, ponytails, or braids throughout the week. That way you can stretch your hair's life for a little bit longer, and your natural oils can really take over and do their job. Thank you for watching. I really hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys next time.